For decades, the Middle East has operated under one fragile rule: escalation without collapse. Strikes happened, threats were exchanged, but red lines were rarely crossed. Now, that balance may be broken. A direct strike on Iran is not just another regional clash. It challenges leadership stability, energy security, and global alliances all at once. The real danger isn't just retaliation. It's miscalculation. When powerful nations act quickly under pressure, history shows events spiral faster than anyone expects. And what happens next may not stay in the Middle East. It could ripple through oil markets, military alliances, and global stability itself. The strike targeted strategic sites linked to military infrastructure and command systems. This was not symbolic. It was calculated. Unlike previous shadow conflicts carried out quietly, this action was direct and visible. That visibility changes perception. In geopolitics, perception often matters more than damage. A visible strike forces response, and response creates pressure. Iran cannot appear passive domestically. Leadership credibility depends on strength, but retaliation carries risk. Every decision now exists under global observation. Allies are watching. Rivals are watching. Financial markets are watching. The strike shifts the conflict from contained tension to open confrontation. And once confrontation becomes public, backing down becomes politically expensive. That's the first escalation trap. When a country's leadership structure is shaken, uncertainty spreads faster than missiles. Political systems rely on hierarchy. If that hierarchy appears unstable, internal factions compete for control. Competition inside a crisis increases unpredictability. Leaders under threat often act decisively to consolidate power. Decisive actions in geopolitics usually mean escalation. At the same time, regional proxies may act independently, either to show loyalty or to create leverage. This creates a multi-layered battlefield: official responses, unofficial responses, and indirect responses. The more actors involved, the harder it becomes to control outcomes. And unpredictability is dangerous in high-stakes environments. It reduces negotiation space. It increases suspicion, and suspicion accelerates conflict cycles. The Middle East controls critical energy routes. Even the perception of instability can push oil prices upward. Rising oil prices create inflation pressure worldwide. Inflation affects elections, economic stability, and public trust in governments. When economic stress rises, leaders feel domestic pressure. Domestic pressure narrows diplomatic flexibility. In simple terms, when fuel prices rise, patience falls. Markets react faster than governments. A spike in oil or shipping disruption creates immediate headlines. Headlines amplify fear. Fear changes behavior. Investors pull back. Governments prepare contingencies. Military presence increases to secure trade routes. Increased military presence raises the chance of accidental confrontation. And accidental confrontations are rarely accidental in perception. They are interpreted as intent. Conflicts in this region rarely remain direct. They expand through alliances and proxy forces. Militant groups, regional partners, and global powers all have stakes. If one group launches retaliation, attribution becomes blurred. Was it state-directed? Was it independent? Ambiguity complicates response decisions. Retaliating too strongly risks broad war. Retaliating too weakly risks appearing vulnerable. This creates a dilemma. The safest move politically is often the most assertive move strategically. That's the escalation ladder. Each side climbs one step at a time, believing they are restoring balance. But step-by-step escalation can reach a point where reversal becomes difficult. And by the time leaders recognize the slope, momentum replaces control. The world today is more interconnected than ever. Energy markets, digital systems, military alliances, they overlap. A regional strike does not stay regional. Technology compresses reaction time. Social media amplifies narratives instantly. Public opinion shapes policy faster than in previous decades. Leaders now operate under constant scrutiny. That scrutiny rewards decisiveness over patience. And decisiveness, under crisis conditions, often means action over dialogue. This is why the current situation feels different. Not because conflict is new, but because the margin for error is thinner. The real question is not whether escalation will happen. It's whether systems are strong enough to absorb it without cascading into something larger. History doesn't warn you before it changes. What's happening right now could shape the next decade. If you want clear, fast breakdowns of global events without the noise, hit subscribe. The next video might cover the move that shifts everything. Stay informed. Stay ahead.